Today I'm in Birmingham. I'm at the Spot 280. Been talking with Nor quite a bit, one of the owners here. He and Shrey manages the store with him. They do a lot of different barrel picks than some of the stores here in the state of Alabama. They've got a really nice inventory. But what we're going to have to keep in mind here is this is an ABC state. The state of Alabama's ABC board runs this, and pricing here is relative to what they have to pay. So I travel a lot, right? So Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, and the pricing that you'll probably see there is going to be similar to what they're paying. In a lot of cases, they're paying more to the ABC to get the product in here. So by the time they make their markup on it, yeah, the prices are higher, but the selection's great, and it does keep you from having to drive out of state. So let's go in and check them out. So the Spot is really new, really clean. I was talking with them earlier, and one of the things that I was telling them was to come in here and see all these bottles without dust on them is something that just kind of really blew me away. They're super friendly here. They're definitely willing to work with you within, limits of what they've got to work with. But I just wanted to display a little bit about what they have here. So let's look through their inventory and just show you guys some of the things that they've got. And we'll look at their barrel picks here in just a minute. They've got the Russells, they've got the Wild Turkeys, and they keep everything shelved by brand. So it's pretty easy to come in and find exactly what you're wanting. If you know what you want right to it. Again, the layout and the inventory is something that really drew me to them, because I know if I'm here and I need a certain bottle, they have it. There's some Starlight stuff. So now on any of their allocated bottles, you can come in, obviously you can buy it at the shelf price, or you can purchase one or two of their store picks, and then the pricing on the allocated bottle goes down tremendously. In some cases 10% or more off of that sticker price that you'll see on the shelf. They do tastings twice a month. Each tasting will be a different one every time, so just keep an eye on their website for that. But if you're wanting to come in and try some of their store picks, I've tried some of their store picks. They line up with my palate, so I can say that they're picking good barrels, in my opinion. May not necessarily be what you like, but you'd have to come in and try that. But they definitely have a lot of good barrel picks. Like I said, we'll look at those here in just a little bit. But they've got the Joseph Magnus cigar. They got some Willet Purple Tots up here. Got the Willet Rise. Got my boy Jonathan's K. Luke here. E.H. Taylor's. Obviously, they've got Blanton's. Got the Penelope, Redwood Empires. Got some old Elks up there. We've got the Derringer bourbon whiskey display. Got my boy Detling stuff here. Chicken Cock Double Oak. They do still have a Detling Bottle and Bond, and you guys know that's gone away, so there's one here, Spot 280, if you're looking for that. They got Old Dominic's products. This Cash Strength is something I really like. Got Yellowstone. We've got the Bardstown. We've got some Garrison Brothers. Angel's Envy, Blue Run. Jefferson's Ocean. Some Calumet, 15 and 16. I like both of those. There's some more Garrison Brothers. They've got some Michter's. Four Roses. I just like how they have everything kind of stuck together there. Here's some of your rye stuff. So got a Smoke Wagon rye, your Angel's Envy rye, Baker 7, High West, Bottled and Bond, some Heaven Hill Grain to Glass. They've got that RY3, and they also have a pick of that that they did with Karthik. They've got the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, Jefferson's Oceans, Widow Jane's. They've got Mercy, which is a brand here out of Birmingham. I went and sat with them and tried some of their product here recently. Really liked it. It's younger juice, but it is their distillate. I think they contract out the distillation. Obviously, you've got your scotches and stuff, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I know much about those. Just kind of ease on through here because I can't speak knowledgeable about any of these. I do know I don't like Jameson. I can tell you that. I'm not a huge Crown guy. They got it. Got the old Crown Peach there. Got the Hennessy and Cavassiers. Paul Mason. Again, not something that I can speak to knowledgeably. They've got the flavored whiskeys back here. All your old smoky stuff. Got the Bird Dog. I hear that Bird Dog Blueberry could potentially be better than the Crown Blackberry. I'm sorry, the Bird Dog Blackberry rather. Sorry. They've got a nice walk-in beer cooler. Got a nice selection of beers. And like I was saying, they are some of the friendliest people I've dealt with, and they are just limited by ABC. So, when you come in these places and you see the pricing, don't be angry at the store owner. He's dealing with what he was dealt and, trying to make a living. So if you're not traveling out of state, then why not pick it up local and just knowing that it's available here. Speaking of stuff I don't know much about, but I do know about, is this Kirk and Sweeney. That is a delicious rum. Tons of vodkas. Didn't know Ricky Rose had a poster out. Hustling. We've got champagnes. Again, I can't speak knowledgeable to those either. Just old whiskey guy. Like the whiskeys and the bourbons. On wines, I do know that I like Cabernets and Malbecs, and I do know that this Decoy Cab is one of my favorites. Found out about that when I was living over in Louisiana. A friend of mine put me on that at a restaurant one night. I never looked back. They've got a broad selection of wine. We're going to get to the barrel picks here in just a second. I'm pretty excited about some of those because they're brands that I follow and promote.
Hey, good. How are you doing today?
Smaller stuff. They've got a drive-through there. I'm not real sure. But I think they had some issues with that with the state and what they can sell through their drive-through. But some Maker's Mark Tower. So on to the store picks. They've got the Jack Daniel's single barrel. Now these are 135 proof. You don't always see those getting up quite that high. Y'all know I love those. This Cut Above Double Oak is one of my favorite. And then they also did the 5-year wheat. So They did barrel picks on those. Walk around here and show you the
I've never seen it.
pricing on those. So on the
1776.
on the Crittenden, looking at $79 a bottle. On the wheat, looking at $85 a bottle on the double oak. And then they've got a RY3 7-year. These are $99 a bottle. So like I was saying, if you come in, you buy a pick or two, then those bottles that you see over in the allocation area, you can definitely get a discount on those. So 10%, some of them are better, just depending on what you buy and how things are laid out within the store. But you guys come by and support local. Understand that it's not their fault on pricing, right? But do know they've got the selection here. You don't have to drive out of state for it, and I do believe they're willing to negotiate. If you're willing to buy some product here, then they're willing to work within their realm. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. Till next time, cheers.